Call Haloyim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel. Starting at the house of great millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan. This will be a quick lesson, a quick lunch hit. I pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua it be edifying, straight, right to the point. F-R-U-E's. Okay, we already know that fuck you, ease, Edom, Esau, his people, his children. You looking at them right now. Fraudulent, fakers, rulers, ugly rulers of this earth right now. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm not going to do much talking. The scriptures will talk for me. This is Daniel 4:17. This is a matter by the decree of the watchers. Who are the watchers? Today's prophets, starting once again with great millstone, with our apostles, our elders, the Akim, like-minded men, which I pray that I be amongst them. And the demand by the word of the holy ones, okay? Once again, of Yasharallah, the elect, the hopeful elect on this side, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High, Yahweh, ruleth in the kingdom of man, okay, of man, all man, all right, his creation, and giveth it unto whomsoever he will. He gives this kingdom to whoever he wills it to be in the hands, the power to, okay, and setteth up over it the basis of man. And due to time restriction and this airplane mode, I can't get the basis of man, but you just think about basis. Take your time to look it up. The lowest, okay? Once again, prime example. This low life scum right here, okay? Now, to back that up, Job 9:24. Woe, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Oh, wicked people know the family of the wicked, starting with the little toppers, the little hatters. Right now, the government, whose government is led by Ben not, but ultimately the elites, the Rothschilds, they all belong to the same family, okay? They're the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, starting with Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, all of our biblical heroes, Moses, David. To this very day, our heroes have been covered. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And not just the judges, he covers the names of the people wherever he goes. Okay, he's a vulture. He's a culture vulture, identity thief. All right. Moving forward in the book of Job 20:4, knoweth that knoweth that not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, so since creation, that the triumph of the wicked who are ruling now is short. Once again, the triumph of these people, these wicked ass people that you see trying to usher in the MOTB, all right, through all of these sorts that you see putting up these data centers, it's gonna cause famine, okay? 2 million gallons of water a day, all right, and they're throwing them everywhere, all right. That the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite, and that's what they are. They point at you with one finger, and three is pointing back at them. But for a moment, okay? So Job told us that this earth was given to the hands of the wicked, but then he turned around and said, hey, it's only momentary, okay? Now let's get that, okay? The book of Romans 9:12. It was said unto her, who is her? Rebecca. The elder shall serve the younger. Who was the elder? Genesis 25. The first came out red all over, and the brother was holding his hand. The first being Esau, and his brother Jacob was holding his hand. Okay, so Esau came first, and Jacob. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Okay, what shall we say then? Is it unrighteousness with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua forbid. So basically, hell no. For He saith to Moses, I will have mercy upon whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion upon whom I will have compassion. Now let's Hebrew hopscotch down for vocab, bitch ass Malone. Here's Romans 9:21. Have not the potter power over the clay? What is the potter? The vessel creator. What is this potter? All of earth's creation, okay? Of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor Jacob, and another unto dishonor Esau, the wicked. What if Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, willing to show his wrath and to make his power, his Allah known, endureth with much suffering the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction? So that's what we're going through. Patience. Watching this story unfold to the very end. We're in the very closing seconds of this. Let's back this up. Malachi 1. The burden of the word. The burden of the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to Israel, Yasharallah, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, including you speckled birds, yes, who identify with other faces, but your father seed lineage comes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Thou Malachi, I have loved you, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Yea, ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Okay, you know all the punishment we've endured due to Deuteronomy, these curses that we came under from being disobedient. Okay, was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, yet I love Jacob, and I hated Esau. Okay, the reminder, well, this is the mention before that, before Romans, this was mentioned. Okay, and it's also in the Apocrypha, second Esdras, and laid his mountains and his heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Okay, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but will return and build the desolated places. Okay, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts of armies. Okay, Yahweh Shah is leading those, coming with those armies in those chariots. Okay, that they call UFOs or whatever nicknames they give them. Okay, no green men, dark melanated men with big black froze. Okay, the angels, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, which is being exposed right now, and the people against whom Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have indignation with forever. For what? Forever and ever and ever. And let's back that up. This is the book of Exodus 17. I know it's near the end. Okay, 14. Exodus 17 and 14. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushua said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek. Remember Ben Juyunat, Ben Born Melkowski saying Amalek must be utterly destroyed. Okay, vocab, when are you going to come and tell him that all the Edomites are already done away with? You take that up with him. All right, so let me go back. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, which has not happened yet, but it's coming. Okay, and Moses built an altar and called it Yahweh Nessi. For he saith, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has sworn that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So this beef between Jacob and Esau is everlasting to the end, okay? Especially to the end of this earth. Then after Yahweh Shah comes and conquers, then there will be no more war. They won't be able to put up a fight, okay? This is the book of Amos, chapter 1 and 11. Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, for 3 transgressions of Edom, those people, Esau's people, and for 4, 3 and 4 is 7, the perfect number in the scriptures. I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Where did the sword come from? Genesis 27. Isaac, Yahweh Shah, if you can receive this, gave his son Esau the dew of heaven, the leftover, the remnant of heaven, and gave it to him and told him to take it by the sword. Genesis 27, okay? And did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetuously, and he kept his wrath forever, But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Once again, a people before a place, just like you, Jacob. And where is the headquarters of this wicked place? Spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, United Snakes of America. What more can you say? The home of the false flag. Okay.
Salakia. This is the book of Obadiah, 1 chapter, verse 10. For thy violence, hold on, we're going to go up. Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, the days that we are currently in, saith Yahweh Shai, even destroy the wise man up out of Edom? That's what you're witnessing, starting over here in the United States of America. Okay, led by DJ Dumbass Trump, aka Nero, spray tan man, fake ass assassinations. Okay, and understanding out of the mounts of Edom, led by his goons, Pete Hegseth, Secretary of Defense, not Secretary of War, blood in his teeth, okay? And the mighty man, O Teman, thou shalt be dismayed to the ends that every one of Mount Esau, the government of Esau, may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame, not glory, not riches, fame, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. No room for repentance, okay? None at all. All right, we about to wrap this up. I pray that this has been edifying. I want to go straight here. All right, straight here, because he promised he's going to destroy him. Now here's another backup to that promise. Isaiah 63:1. Who is it that coming from Edom? Can't run from that vocab. And the rest of you apologist Christians, especially you 2/3 bastards that want to be hand in hand, you better go read your Obadiah 3. I don't have time for that right now, but you go get it and see what's going to happen to our people for wanting to stand up for these people, okay? Who is this that coming from Edom, all right? Esau's children, with dyed garments from Basra. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength, those chariots that they call UFOs, and now they got I-3 Atlas. It's a comet, it's a plane. No, it's Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, I speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Who? Save the 1/3 of Yasharallah on this side. Okay, ultimately the 2/3 will be delivered on the other side. Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel? Why has he got? Wait a minute. And thy garments like him that trotteth in the wine fat. So how do they make grapes, especially aged? You stomp on the grapes. How do they make wine? I keep saying grapes. How do they make fine wine? You stomp on the grapes and you get the juice out of them violently. You stomp them, all right? Plunge them out. And that's what Yahweh Bashmiel Shai is referencing, okay? So once again, red, highlight. The only time in my Bible I've ever highlighted red was for these verses. I have treaded the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. There will be no nations helping us. We don't need it. Okay, for I will tread them in my anger. And remember, Psalms 83 is still existence. All the nations hate us. You can see it in them. Okay, they think very little of you, Jake. You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. Okay. Even some of us disregard us, you 2/3, okay? For I will tread them in my anger. I will hug them, kiss them. No, forgive them. I will tread them in my anger, okay? And trample them in my fury. And this is a promise. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments. Didn't he say he was going to stomp on them like the grapes making wine? Okay, and I will stain all my remnant. And you know, Yahweh Shai, this ain't no Independence Day. Ain't gonna be no pew 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 pew. No, it's one-way fight. It's very unfair. Okay, and that's the way we want it. For the day of vengeance is in my heart. Whose heart? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and the year of my recompense is come. And with that, I pray that this has been edifying. One more time, this has been all you ease. Shalom.